Well, I think I'm dying.
From
'Cause
what? Why are you dying? You cannot
I don't
die.
know. I've been spending like most of the day with like crazy abdominal pain and like curled up in a fetal position.
Did you eat a bad taco?
No, not my abs. It's like the intestines and stuff like that.
Ugh. No,
So
you don't have like
I'm either like I have stage 4 butt cancer, or I'm like
you have
ate too
stage
much
4
cheese.
rectal cancer. That is awful.
Yes,
Why would you joke about that? This is terrible news.
I need to knock on wood because I don't want to actually.
Dude, yeah, this is
But
absolutely. You're gonna.
you
My
you guys
world
should.
is devastated. Do you know how many people I'm gonna have to interview now for a
Yeah,
co-host? Do you know how
I'm
inconvenienced I'm
fairly
gonna
sure
be?
it's at least one.
Yeah. Do you know how inconvenienced your butthole cancer is gonna make my life?
Well, I'm sorry.
How
It's
dare
just
you? You know what? How dare you? Don't think about how what this does to me, Ryan. Okay, about how it affects me. All you think about is yourself and your poor little anus. You don't
well,
think about how is my anus gonna affect Brian.
you have at least 2 weeks to get it figured out. So you know. And,
Oh, yep,
yeah,
we said that on the show,
right.
people. How is
Yeah.
Ryan's anus going to affect Brian?
Yes,
On,
but no,
on
I
that note,
I just feel like shit today. I don't know why. It's like my arms hurt, my neck's hurt. I feel like someone beat the shit out of me, honestly. So,
wait, wait,
but no, I
wait,
don't
wait,
have.
isn't it your anus that hurts?
Uh,
So
I
do you
don't
feel
know.
like someone beat the
My
shit out
wife
of
and I
your
did try
anus?
something different a couple nights ago, so maybe it's that. So,
Oh, oh my God, anus made Alexa turn on in the background. Do you hear? Alexa, off.
God damn it, Alexa!
Holy shit, anus makes her makes her work.
Wow,
I've heard
what
that
is,
about her.
what does Alexa turn on when you're saying
Whoa,
anus?
Amazon, you guys are putting out a dirty product. That's all I'm gonna
Yeah,
say about that.
or it's just been thinking too much, because it said too much in the
Do you and the
house.
wife celebrate Happy International Women's Day? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
Oh yeah, I think
Pineapples,
so.
Ryan. Pineapples.
When was that?
I don't know. It was a
Was
while
that?
ago.
Oh yeah.
Whatever. All
But
right.
we got a show
Well,
tonight.
we do not here at the Geek Dad Report think that anus cancer is a laughing matter. So,
No,
everyone, you should get your prostate checked and your butt checked by your doctor regularly. So, if you do end up with anal cancer, you catch it early.
yes.
The more you know, people. We're all about
Every time,
men's. We're all about
anytime, any age after 30.
yeah. We're all about men's health and women's health and healthy anuses across America.
Yes.
All right. On that note,
Exactly.
what are we on? Are we on extra? Are we 65? I think it's 65, right?
65.
We're episode 65.
Yes.
On that note, Ryan,
And,
we should
and
probably
I'm
start the
really
show.
sorry about how shitty I've been on getting iTunes updated.
We'll get to
Yeah.
that in a minute. You're fucking bringing us down. This is the part of the show
Sorry.
where we get like high energy. So just come on, let's do this. Ryan, take two.
Hey, we're starting over?
No, two.
Oh.
Oh, I guess it's about that time to start the show, Ryan. Welcome everybody to episode 65. That's like this plus this of the Geek Dad Report, the one show dedicated, formulated, specially created to making sure that Ryan's anus is, is taken care of in a perfect, smooth, but, firm and gentle fashion. And we're also here to make sure you know all the nerd news you need to know so you can stay informed. So you can go back up to Bob in accounting and be like, fuck you, Bob. I know what happened at Comic-Con. I know what happened with the new Transformer news. And I know the Suicide Squad is fucking awesome. I don't care what the critics say.
Yeah.
So you can take this finger and shove it right up your
assholes.
keister, Bob, in accounting, you dick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bob's probably the person that only watches Marvel movies anyway. So
Yeah, he's definitely a Marvel zombie. But I am not, and I am Brian West, your wonderful hostess with the mostest, and that is Ryan Tomlinson, who definitely, possibly, could, maybe, actually does have ass cancer.
no,
Not, no.
no. I'm
No,
pretty
we
good.
should probably drop the ass cancer puns. I feel like somebody who
Yeah.
does have butt cancer is gonna just light us up, and we'd probably deserve it totally.
Yeah, I dropped it a while back.
Oh, okay. So you're putting this on me. I feel like you just gave an fucking internet disclaimer, you son of a bitch. You're a dick. You are not leaving me on this fucking boat alone. All right,
Oh,
asshole.
I'll safely just paddle myself. And then,
You know what? You know what? Tell you the truth, I definitely earned all those arrows. If anybody wants to throw them at me, so we will no longer talk about Ryan's butt problem. Cheers.
I took 2 pills. I should be fine in like 12 hours.
All right, good to know. Hope they weren't blue ones. Actually,
I didn't look.
would that give you a firm ass? Hey.
I don't know. I'm
Woohoo.
just glad it
Anyway.
was suppository. So
Like I said, I'm Brian. That's Ryan.
I'm Ryan. You can find me at Big Bruiser on Twitter, and Brian's on BrianWest53 on Twitter.
Yep, that's where you can find me. And I'm awesome, and I talk about lots of shit that's cool. I don't know.
And other stuff.
Other stuff. Well, where else can they find us? You're fucking bringing us down.
It's going really fast. We need to like just really get off this train wreck that's starting right now.
No, I am guiding us through the fucking wreckage. You ever seen Days of Thunder? When they're like, when Cole Trickle's having his panic attack because like there's debris everywhere and you already had his accident. I'm driving us. All right, I'm talking in the headphone. So you need to hit the gas.
So you're driving, and do I get to be like the old guy? Just like
if you want to be Robert Duvall,
Brian.
All right, let's reenact that scene.
It.
I can't do it. I can't do it. I'm having flashbacks.
Brian just punched that train wreck right through all that garbage that.
No, I can't do it.
And everything else that was going on.
All right, but you inspire me. Punch it. Woo! Through.
Oh. First point, bitches.
Cold trickle, motherfuckers. Woo!
Suck it, Rowdy Piper. No, not Rowdy Piper.
Rowdy Piper was not in Days of Thunder. Rubbin's racing, Ryan. Rubbin's racing.
Rowdy Burns.
All right, man. Fuck this. We've already... You are trying to derail the show. We don't have any intro music. You know what? I didn't think of shit. Do you have anything you want to do for intro music?
Mm-hmm. No. All
right, how about this? This will definitely not get flagged. Geek Dad Report. Fucking eagles flying in the sky and doves and fucking fireworks. We are here with episode 65 and we're fucking awesome. Whatever. We got guns shooting them in the skies.
Yes. And like 200 American flags.
Yeah, that was all in slow motion in the wind.
Yeah. Yes.
You know, I really had the beat for a while, and I really let us down, I think, at the end of that. But, you know, whatever. Story of my life. Build up to a big explosion, and then just...
Yes.
Nothing.
Did you have any Geek Dad moments of the week? Or?
Fuck, probably not. I mean, I could think of one. Do you have one?
Yeah, we took a day trip on Sunday to Washington, D.C. So one of the nice things about where we live now is D.C. is like an hour and a half, and New York is like 2-hour drive. Mm-hmm. So we just got up early on Sunday, went to D.C., and the kids wanted to go to Air and Space Museum. So, looked at planes and rockets, and then they saw like this little kid that was wearing like a spacesuit. And we discovered that, you could buy them in the gift shop. And so both my kids really wanted the full-on, like the white ones from the Apollo missions and the orange ones from the shuttle mission. And then it comes with a white helmet that you can put on, and the visor flips up and stuff like that. And I was like, I want it so bad. And I looked at the price, and I was like,
you should have gotten one.
But no, first I was the dick, and my wife looked at me, and she's like, come on, I really want it. And, they'll remember this in my phone. I want to fucking pay this much money for this shit. And then eventually I was like, yeah, I understand what you're saying. Just don't tell me how much the total was, and I'll be all right. So we bought them it, and they love it. They wear them like every day, and they've been playing spaceships on their beds. And my daughter made she looked up shuttle controls. And so she made, on her walls, all across her walls, pictures of drawings of, buttons and navigation and, here's where asteroids are and stuff like that. Yeah, so she's been, crazy into space stuff and wearing a helmet. And so it was all worth it. And,
nice.
But, yeah.
Well, you should let them watch Alien, and then it'll just ruin all their space fantasies.
Oh, God. I can't wait. I'm just not even going to tell them what it is.
When I just watch their minds explode.
Like, oh yeah, it's just a great
sci-fi movie. You're gonna love it.
It's a great sci-fi movie.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that was my Geek Dad moment of the week. I got my kids into astronauts. And
nice. Well, space. Mine isn't nearly as cool, but my birthday, for those of you who don't know, was this last week. I turned 26.
Woo! God, you're getting younger every year.
I know, man. It's weird. I got this weird condition. I got the Benjamin Button condition going on here. But my kids got me a present, as my wife usually has them do, and I was pretty excited. It was this bad boy right here. Look at that. They were very excited to give me Superman.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And now Batman's got a buddy.
Yeah, Batman's got a buddy. Apparently, they got me Wonder Woman too, but she's on back order. Because, of course, she is, because she's fucking awesome. Probably because of that new trailer. Woo! Woo! Martha!
Yeah, but people don't buy girl toys, Brian.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you know why they don't buy girl toys, you jackass old CEOs? Because there's none on the shelf. That's why.
Mm-hmm.
Assholes. Anyway, but my proud moment was my daughter noticed the difference between this Superman and the one she sees on the movie. She just recognized that, wait a minute, that Superman's wearing red underwear. I don't know.
Ah, nice.
So, at least she knows that there's a difference. And I am proud of them and my wife, thank you very much, my lovely Mrs. West, for getting me the classic Superman, which, as everybody knows, is the best Superman.
Yeah, because everyone knows you should wear your underwear outside your pants. So.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I'm a big fan of Henry Cavill's Superman, but this is the classic look. I don't care if people
he's got the underwear, and then he's got like the
underwear and the curl. Come on, man.
Curl in the front.
You know what? Like, look at Batman here. I mean, yeah, it's cool. He's wearing a unitard with a belt. That's not as cool as that. Look at that. Super awesome. Badass. Anyway, so that was my Geek Dad moment. My kids know that I am fully engulfed with the pop culture nerd comic lifestyle, and they are totally feeding my addiction. So hey, thank you. My wife actually got me this. I'm gonna have it on the show next week. I was hoping to have it this week to show everybody, but it wasn't clean, so I couldn't use it. So normally I have a cool coffee mug. This one I bought myself. It's a cool first order Stormtrooper mug. She bought me an oversized one of them, like giant 10-gallon coffee cups of a Superman comic book from like the 70s with a wraparound print. Dude, it's so awesome.
That's sweet.
I will have it on next week's show. You guys will see it. So my wife, super awesome. And my children, also super awesome.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's great.
Let me show you what else I bought myself real quick since I was talking about the pops.
You buy yourself stuff for your birthday?
Yeah, well, it wasn't on my birthday, but I got this awesome Doc Brown from Back to the Future and one of my cool
Did
loot
you get
crates.
Marty?
I may have bought Marty McFly. Look at that.
Nice.
I mean, because Doc Brown couldn't just sit here by himself.
God, there's such a reason why I don't collect those things.
Yeah, I'm officially.
You're like slowly going downhill, my friend.
Nope. Maybe one every couple months, but that's it. All right, whatever, man. Yeah. You know what? One of the complaints of people. Brian.
And then next week, your whole shelf's gonna be full of that shit.
Oh.
Oh God, I'm like knocking everything over.
I heard something break. That was a good one, Ryan. What'd you break?
Mine.
What?
My microphone.
Oh, all right. Well, don't break that. We don't need to have to buy you a new one. The WPR and GDR budget is very small.
No, I can do my personal budget.
Oh, okay. Good, because we drained the PayPal account. All right, you know what? People are literally falling asleep right now.
Yes, so...
Well, they will be when they're listening to this when I put it up later tonight. So let's move on, man. We don't have a lot of news this week, but I do actually have a lot of reviews. We talked earlier about Suicide Squad a little bit. I had a chance to see it, so my review is up right now on our YouTube and Facebook and all the places you can find us page. Check it out. Let me know what you think. I'll talk a little bit about it, even though I already reviewed it, because I'm not going to not tell the Faithful 50 a little bit about Suicide Squad in this episode. But I also saw Jason Bourne, Batman the Killing Joke, so I might have some reviews on that, or at least if nothing else, give you my opinion on that. Ryan and I, well, Ryan especially, has secured a fantastic giveaway for everyone. So yes, we're going to finally do our very first giveaway on this show, and you guys are going to fucking love it. Do you want to give a little teaser of what it's going to be, Ryan?
This is the first.
Give him a quick tease. Quick tease. Make it fast.
Okay,
boom, boom.
go.
3, 2, boom. Oh, yeah. There. You probably didn't see it because I barely saw it, but I know what it is. Hopefully the sound effect gave it away.
And this is the first of many. So I've been working with, I'll give a hint that I've been working with WB. They sent me a whole bunch of emails.
Yeah.
And there's a bunch of stuff coming out on Blu-ray and digital HD copies. So I've got every single one of them for us. So
yeah,
it should be next couple months. We should have at least, 4 or 5.
Needless to say, we have some cool things to give out. And if you don't win one of them, we do have consolation prizes. Ryan is going to be sending nudie pics to people. So
yes,
just be on the lookout for those. We also have a lot of Ninja news. We got some awesome things to talk about, so I think we should probably just dive into
Let's
the
just
news,
dive
Ryan.
in.
What do you think?
I think that we are long overdue.
You are your energy levels. This butt issue of yours is really dragging us down. All right, fuck it. It's
Dude,
news time, Ryan. Here we coming. We're coming. Judo chop of
since
truth.
7 in the morning.
Well, fuck, I just fucked it up. Judo chop of knowledge. Uppercut of information. What do you got? You got something?
The sack tap
Of
justice.
Jesus Christ. You can at least say letters. The sack tap of letters would be more accurate for news.
Words.
Of words. All right, whatever. You know what? As I tend to do.
I panicked.
As I tend to do, you panicked. Oh, that's fucking classic. Classic Ryan. Well, as I tend to do, I'll start talking a lot. How about that? First up, the Rocketeer.
Well, they come here to listen to you, Brian.
Yeah. No, they don't. Everybody loves you. They hate me.
Yes.
I get hate mail daily.
I'm just a lovable guy.
Yeah, that's true. The Rocketeer. Disney's The Rocketeer, a movie that came out, I don't fucking know, like a long time ago. I loved it as a kid because it had a dude with the backpack, jet backpack, and hot ass Jennifer Connelly. And so I was like,
oh god, I forgot that.
Dude,
I was hurt.
I was like 12, and I was in love.
Oh, dude, yeah, totally. I was the exact same.
Yeah. But if you're not familiar with The Rocketeer, it's basically a guy, Howard Hughes invents a rocket backpack to help defeat the Nazis in World War II, and a guy happens to find it and becomes the Rocketeer and fights Nazis in America. Fights James Bond in America, who happens to also be a Nazi. And anyway, it's kind of one of those cult classic movies. Didn't really do that well when it was released, but spawned some successful comic books, and it's generally beloved by the fans who like The Rocketeer. Disney has announced that they are going to be rebooting The Rocketeer. The official headline was "Rebooting with a Twist."
Yes.
Which,
so guess what that twist is.
So The Rocketeer is going to be taking place 5 years after the original Rocketeer movie, which will put it, I believe, in the early 40s. They're calling it Cold War, but the timeline just doesn't quite match up. But anyway, a new African-American female is going to be the new Rocketeer in the reboot. So she's going to be basically the original Rocketeer. He has disappeared in Europe fighting the Nazis, and so a new person must take up the mantle. And like I said, their twist is that
even after 44, they were still fighting. So
yeah, well, what's weird is they said in the description they said they're going to be fighting the Cold War. So I don't know, maybe Disney got their time frames mixed up. Can't fucking speak. Mixed up. But I don't know. It could be very interesting. I really don't have a problem with with a female lead. It does seem a little. It's gonna be interesting how they do this, because if it takes place in the 40s, African Americans in America did not have a lot of rights and were fairly discriminated against. So, and on top of that, a female,
like British or French or something.
Yeah, I don't think in the 40s females even had the right to vote yet. So
yeah, they didn't.
It'll be interesting
to see. Prohibition.
I would have actually, to tell you the truth, I would have liked to see this more as a update. Like if they just rebooted the whole series and had her be the new Rocketeer now, that would make more sense, I think.
Yeah, like she found like the old plans or some shit.
Yeah,
she's like smart enough to figure it out.
Yeah, have it be 2016 and her just be like, this is pretty cool. There used to be a hero back in the day, and yeah, like you said, found the plans and made it herself. I don't know. I'm sure it'll be fun. The Rocketeer isn't a beloved enough character to be angry that they're gonna do something else with it. I don't really care.
Yeah, it's not like Ghostbusters or something like
Ghostbusters
that. But it's
great.
Still just, it'll be interesting. That's for sure.
Yeah, it will definitely be. It will be interesting. It did rub a few fans. I didn't know there was that many hardcore fans of the Rocketeer, but the ones that there were rubbed the wrong way with this new casting news. All I'm going to say is people.
I don't understand that, because it's the fucking Rocketeer.
Yeah.
It's just a dude in a rocket suit that flies around, and he's got a gun. Like a shitty gun.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like they made the old Rocketeer a new.
Anybody can do that fucking role.
It's a new person that is taking up the mantle, so who cares? Yeah. Like I said, I do think the time frame's a little bit weird. I am interested to see how they're going to handle this in the movie. I'm guessing they're going to clearly have to talk about race, sex, and diversity because it's the 40s and it's
maybe
a black
it'll
female.
be like a young Vladimir Putin. and the Rocketeer would be like, boom.
That'd be pretty cool.
That
That's actually not a bad idea. I like that. But anyway, I don't care. I like the original one. Hopefully they bring back Jennifer Connelly. That's all I ask. Because she's still hot.
Like these days, so.
She's married to the Vision.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Paul Bettany?
I didn't know that.
They got little Vision labyrinth babies running around the house.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah. Let's see. What's next? Netflix made everybody really angry because they said there's going to be no more Jessica Jones or Daredevil till 2018.
Which is understandable because they're doing Luke Cage.
Yeah, we're getting Luke Cage this year, and then
you can only film so much fucking shit at once.
Well, next year we're getting the Defenders and Iron Fist, so we're gonna have Jessica Jones and Daredevil in the Defender series. So I don't know what everybody's complaining about. They just like to cry about things.
The internet has become like a cesspool of people just getting butthurt about stuff.
Okay, well, everybody gets butthurt about everything. You're absolutely right. But the other thing is turning into it's just we gotta come up with a name for fans who just turn into whiny girls. Well, I don't want to offend the females. There's nothing wrong with being a girl. But how about whiny 12-year-old girls who are like, oh my God, Becky, Marvel won't give us any more Daredevil. Oh my God, Tasha, I can't believe they won't. Those jerks. Ugh. That's what they sound like.
Let's just go get drunk.
Let's just go get drunk and hate on Suicide Squad because DC blows. Becky. Fucking Becky. You can never trust Becky. I just don't get it.
And I think I met a Becky I can trust, honestly.
Anyway, all we're saying is that everybody, if you're a fan of something, quit turning into a sniveling, whiny baby on the internet. You know what? Netflix gives us 2 quality shows every year. If you get 10, guess what? You're not going to want to watch anymore. So just appreciate what you have and move on. But Netflix...
And that's just their Marvel shows. I mean, they got fucking House of Cards and, Stranger Things. And
so good.
Spend so much money, people.
Yeah, they're making quality content. But Netflix has said that they would like to make some more new shows and possibly ramp up production to actually churn out new Marvel shows faster than 2 a year. So I'm okay with that as long as they want to introduce new properties like Moon Knight or Ghost Rider or, stuff like that. Yeah. What? Huh? Yeah. So anyway, we have stuff coming out. We're looking forward to Luke Cage. We'll talk about that when it comes. But until then, quit whining, internet. Stop whining, or we will send you to your internet room with no dinner.
We can do a really good dad voice when we have to.
Yeah, that's true. We definitely can. That's why it's the Geek Dad Report.
Yeah. It shuts it down.
Immediately. Something that also made the internet cranky pants was CW released the first look at the new Superman for CW's Supergirl.
Whoa, they showed his butt really well.
Oh my God. So they released a few pictures. One was like a glamour shot of him and Supergirl, which I'm not going to lie, looked kind of strange. Tyler, I don't know his last name, from Teen Wolf. He had like really weird, like funky hair. It looked kind of like a wave. I didn't quite get that, but his costume has a different look to it. It definitely doesn't have the red underwear, but it has like some combat boots. This little spiffy belt.
Because that's what Superman needs. Because nothing can penetrate him, but he's gotta wear some fucking combat
boots. His boots look like it could stop a tank shell, dude. I'm just like, all right, whatever. But no underwear. It's a very important thing right here. Gotta keep the super penis free. All I want to know.
They haven't shown. I didn't see it from the front shot. I only saw the butt shot. But I mean, like, there's literally like, it's just like they spray painted on his butt.
Okay, what is with your deal on butts tonight, Ryan? Okay, well, the other point that Ryan was trying to make is they released a second shot that someone looked like it took with their phone of New Superman's butt, and his thing is like, I mean, I felt like it was the beginning of a Sir Mix-a-Lot video. Oh my God, Becky, look at the size of his butt.
Becky.
Fucking Becky's. All they can do is complain and talk about people's butts.
God damn it.
But yeah, it was a pretty glorious butt. I'll give him that. Sure, my wife wishes I had that Superman butt.
I haven't gotten that comment yet, so I'm pretty happy.
But I do got the Batman butt, which everyone's seen in the Ultimate Cut. Batman butt. Hashtag everybody, Batman butt. But Superman, so what was I getting at? What was I say? So I don't know why they got rid of the underwear. How are they supposed to pee without underwear? Like, You're wearing a unitard. How does Superman or Batman go pee?
Yeah, I don't even know how that thing got on him, honestly.
I do feel like Batman's gangster enough that he probably just pees his pants. Let's be real.
Yeah.
There's no
like a tube.
No time for bathroom. Hang on. I'm going to give this full effect.
Superman.
No time for bathroom breaks when you're fighting justice. You think the Joker takes time to take a dump? No. So
how many times have you watched the Lego Batman trailers?
Oh my god, I've watched about 30 times. That movie's going to be amazing. Will Arnett maybe reaching Kevin Conroy status for best Batman.
Yes.
All right, moving on. Anyway, Superman, I thought he looked all right. He looks like a CW Superman. I think he looks cool.
He looks like a C. That's a good way of putting it. He's a CW Superman.
He definitely looks better than Tom Welling did in his Superman suit. Whatever. If you want your Superman's beefcakey like I like my Superman, then just watch Man of Steel or Batman v Superman.
Oh, I like Dean Cain's Superman. He was a pretty good one too.
Oh, you would. But he did have the underwear, so I got to give him credit for that. Oh, well, whatever. Anyway, let us know what you thought about the new Superman. A few of our faithful 50, mostly Jeff, who is a diehard Superman fan.
Oh, yes. I think
give me a fist bump,
Jeff are like neck and neck for
Team Superman. Yeah. Jeff gave us his thoughts, but you also let us know what your thoughts are. If you have not seen the new Superman, the picture is up on our Facebook page, or you can Google it. It is all over the interwebs. Yes. Let us know what you think. We also like to know what you guys think about a new trailer that got released this last week, a new Matt Damon movie called The Wall. It's the very first, it's the most expensive movie co-financed between Legendary Films and this Chinese film studio.
It's one of the big ones.
Yeah, it's being co-financed by both.
They're the ones that did like Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon.
Yeah, it's the same. It's the same Chinese filmmakers who did, like you said, Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, and this is basically an all Chinese production. And the reason why we're mentioning this is because the lead star in this movie is Matt Damon.
Yes, and he's the only white dude.
And his co-star is his ponytail, because he's got this glorious ponytail that looks so weird on Matt Damon.
I don't know. I think Matt Damon's kind of gone a little downhill lately.
So, from what I've read, a lot of people have accusing this of whitewashing and the the whole look, we need the white man to save everybody. On the surface, if you don't look at the trailer, it just looks like a movie about the Great Wall of China. This is not about just the Great Wall of China. This is like a what-if monster movie that's more Lord of the Rings than it is a historical movie. So, I mean, this is a fantasy what-if story about why the Great Wall of China was built to keep out demon dragons. So,
it was actually built to keep out the Mongols because they were always invading from the northern steppes. I'm crazy into Genghis Khan and Mongol history, so if you'd like to listen to me ramble about this for 15 minutes, I really could if I really wanted to.
Listen. We don't want you to interject your truth and facts into this podcast, Ryan, because as everybody knows who watches our show, we do not care about facts and truth.
Well, to a point. We're not going to pull Donald Trump to shit. But,
we swore we would not mention that son of a bitch's name again.
Sorry.
Man wants to know, he's putting out feelers. Why come when U.S. can't use nuclear bombs? Do not elect this person, people.
Yes.
Anyway, but the Great Wall, it is a fantasy. The story is basically, it sounds like two things. One, per the story, they were looking for the best warriors across the land, and one of the great warriors in the land was Matt Damon. Matt Damon is not the hero of this movie. He's part of an ensemble of Chinese heroes and other heroes who fight the demons and everybody else. But because this is a co-financed Chinese and American movie, they also wanted a bankable star that they could throw in the movie.
Show to the American, because how many Chinese fully ensemble movies come to the U.S. and actually do well?
Well, yeah, and I'm all for throwing in a person of color, a Chinese actor, a big Chinese star in this movie. Might be great, but this price tag apparently in this movie is like $150 million. So, you want a bankable star to try and recoup that cost. So, all I would say is you can have your feelings about this movie. I think the trailer looks really weird and kind of batshit crazy. But before you judge it as whitewashing or you know, a stereotypical race thing, maybe we should watch the movie first and then judge it accordingly. That's all I'm asking.
That is not how the internet works, Brian.
I know. I will hold my head in
We
shame.
need to just scream out our first reactions to everything.
Yeah. Well,
Not look at any context whatsoever.
Yeah, I think that's what the critics did when it comes to Suicide Squad. I'll tell you that.
Yes.
Jackasses. Anyway, moving
More of that
on.
coming soon.
The Avengers Infinity War Part 1 has an official title. You ready for
Part
it?
One.
Drum roll. Ready? Infinity War Part 1 has been renamed Avengers Infinity War.
But
Yeah. That's all the news we got. Whoopity-doo. But because it's Marvel, it makes the news. Congratulations.
Yeah. And people were masturbating about it.
Yeah, whatever. Who cares? Infinity Wars Part 2 is still on the table getting made, but they're going to call it something else. I don't know what, but hey, whatever. Game of Thrones Season 8 will officially be its last. It's been long rumored that was going to be its last, but HBO has officially confirmed that is, in fact, the case.
I think 8 episodes or 7?
I've heard Season 7 and 8 will both have 7 episodes.
Okay, that's right.
So... it's season 7 is not starting to shoot or will not air until this summer, so I'm guessing season 8 will also air next summer, and that'll be the end of that. There are talks apparently about a prequel series. They've had discussions about possibly doing a spin-off, like I said, a prequel.
God, HBO wants to do a spin-off like nobody's goddamn
Of course they do, and I think all of us actually want them to too. So I'm almost 100% positive that's going to happen.
Well, how do you think it would be? Because they're essentially they don't have the books as like kind of a template. Because last season obviously we don't know how the book is going to turn out.
I think after George R.R. Martin finishes his 7th book sometime in 2040, he will probably come up with an idea. Apparently, he has already pitched an idea for a prequel series. His idea though was to get them to do this while he's finishing the books, and then kind of put a hold on his series, but that's obviously not going to happen. But the prequel apparently has to do with what happened before the Doom. So was it Valeria? So basically, how the Targaryens became the Targaryens and like all the old families and stuff. So in some ways it'd be kind of cool because we would get a whole bunch of new characters and stuff that we know nothing about, and we get to learn. There's no books to spoil anything, and you can still have Game of Thrones. So I feel like that's going to happen at some point. It's just kind of a matter of time. I mean, Game of Thrones is averaging like 30 million viewers. It's one of the most successful shows in the history of mankind.
And then like another 60 million pirating.
And it changes the landscape of television. Nobody talks about shows like Game of Thrones. I mean, it's
my goddamn parents watch Game of Thrones. That is something. It's the first time I've ever had a show that I watch that my parents watch and I can communicate with them about.
And besides sports, Game of Thrones is something you watch when it airs. You don't DVR it and watch it later. So there's obviously a lot of draw in that. I mean, HBO's got a lot of good shows coming, and the Westworld show looks really good. But obviously it's not Game of Thrones. So we got 2 more years of Game of Thrones. My guess is we'll get a few years break and then some kind of a prequel will pop up. But we got 2 more seasons, so enjoy them, people. And if you're not watching Game of Thrones, get caught up. Now's the best time.
Yes. Or just watch the Samuel L. Jackson recap.
Oh my God, that was amazing. Something else we're not getting any more of coming in the future is Harry Potter stories. J.K. Rowling came out and recently said that after Harry Potter and the Cursed Child, that is the last story. After this play's done, she's not going to write any more Potter stories. So
that's what she said last time, though.
That is also what she said last time, and now she's focused on Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. She just finished the script for the second movie, which already has a release date of November 16th of 2018. So my guess is she's probably going to pin the third one. That series is rumored to be a trilogy.
Yeah, it'll probably be like 2020 or something.
Yeah, but I would like to know if Harry Potter and the Cursed Child, they released the play, the script in a book form. I've heard mixed reviews about it. I'm a big Harry Potter fan. I've read the book, so I'll probably pick up this one.
I saw it at the bookstore tonight, and I just kind of like breezed through it.
I need to finish. I'm reading Star Wars Bloodlines right now, so as soon as I finish that, I'll probably pick up the new Harry Potter, the Cursed Child. So if anybody's read it, please let us know. Send us a message and let us know what you thought about it. Or if you'd like to come on the show and give a mini review, we would be open to that. So, but anyway, I'll probably pick it up. But apparently 2 million people picked it up. It sold 2 million copies its first opening couple days. So there's still a lot of Harry Potter mania in the world.
She is not hurrying for money.
Yeah,
that's for sure.
No, she is not. Let's see here. What else we got for you? Transformers news. They may, if you don't know, they're making a new Transformers, the Last Night movie. I'm not really sure how I feel about it. I didn't like the last one, but I did like the first three, so.
I haven't seen it since the second one, honestly.
Okay. I will say, this new one is starting to look batshit crazy. So, the rumor was that it was based on King Arthur and Excalibur. Then there's this new poster of Optimus Prime with Excalibur fighting dragons. And now they've said that Hot Rod's going to be in it. Anybody familiar with the 86 cartoon knows who Hot Rod is. He eventually takes over for Optimus Prime, becomes Rodimus Prime. Terrible name, but he's a pretty cool character. And he's going to be in the new one.
God, I was going to say something, then my brain trying to process all that shit.
Well, I personally think it's going to be pretty awesome. So, I don't know.
Oh, is it still directed by Michael Bay?
It's still being directed by Michael Bay.
Oh my god.
Ah!
He is not letting go, is he?
We got dark early here. There we go. I still got some light. Yeah, he won't let it go. Well, it's not that he won't let him go. Paramount keeps backing up the Brinks truck to his house. And he says, okay, fine, I'll do it. Let's see here. Last little bit of news we got for everybody. Well, before that, let us know if you're excited about Transformers, or at least even kind of interested to see what it's going to be like. Edgar Wright, most notably for Scott Pilgrim versus the World, I don't know, I forget what you call that trilogy, but the Simon Pegg movies where they fight zombies and
the ice cream, Cornello.
No, I don't remember, but I can't remember those movies. He also wrote Ant-Man. How about that?
Hot Fuzz.
Yeah, Hot Fuzz. What's this? Shaun versus the Dead. Shaun of the Dead.
And
what's the third one? The third one was actually really good too. Into the World? Something Into the World.
Yeah, something Into the World.
Anyway, I know someone's screaming at this podcast / YouTube show saying, "You idiots! How do you not know this?" I've seen them all. I just forgot the names. I'm sorry. But he said he'd really like to see Andrea Kendricks play Squirrel Girl in a new Marvel movie.
God. They cannot bring Squirrel Girl, honestly.
He apparently would even be up to direct it. I am on board with that. Why not? Because you know what?
Think there should be a Squirrel Girl movie?
Yes, because the more batshit crazy properties we get, the better. I'm actually kind of glad to see things like Deadpool and Suicide Squad and Squirrel Girl hit the screen. I think it's great. I mean, don't do it as a $150 million tentpole movie. Do it as like a $45 million fun comedy.
She's gonna be the one that stops the Infinity Wars.
Yeah, if you read comic books, you know that she is a pretty powerful character. And the last two things we got for you guys is Christopher Nolan's new movie, Dunkirk, has its first official teaser out. It's a World War II movie. Looks pretty intense. I just shared it tonight on the Facebook page. I don't know. I'm kind of over
more World War II movies.
I was gonna say I'm kind of over World War II, but I like Christopher Nolan, so I'm sure it'll be good.
The thing about those movies that it's easy to, because the Nazis are like such identifiably bad guys, and everybody knows they're bad guys.
Well, they're also the bad guys in Star Wars. Let's be honest. The Empire is clearly the Nazis.
Yes.
But I don't know. But anyway, speaking of Star Wars, everybody.
Woohoo! Is your lightsaber?
I haven't had to bust this thing out in a while. I wrote this down. I don't know if it's the entertainment president of ABC, Disney, or Marvel, but I'm guessing ABC. Apparently, but her name is Channing Dungey. It's a terrible name. sorry, Channing. She has said that she is in talks with Star Wars and Marvel to bring multiple shows to ABC. So it sounds like there could be a live-action Star Wars television show in our future.
What do you think it would do? Like,
I don't know.
I think they should go like Knights of the Old Republic shit.
Well, that's going to be done into a movie. My guess is, here's the problem. Star Wars is such a sci-fi thing. The budget would have to be either be low or something non-super tech. So I'm guessing you're not going to do Jedis. It's probably going to be like a bounty hunter show, or maybe
like a Firefly kind of show.
Yeah, I think it would have to be something like that. It'd have to be a setting, so it'd have to be a spaceship in space.
Yeah, because you have to be able to build like one set.
Yeah.
And then film around that.
Yeah, so I honestly don't know what they would do. I mean, I'm excited about this, but anybody's like, oh my god, Star Wars. Let's be honest here. Television budgets are not what movie budgets are, so it's going to have to be a gritty, personal type story.
Yeah, there's a reason why TV shows typically film in one space, and that's the same background they use for all 7 seasons.
Well, yeah, and to be fair, Game of Thrones is the most expensive show on television with one of the largest budgets, and the reason why Wolf was not in the Battle of the Bastards was because, or Ghost was not in the Battle of the Bastards was because they couldn't afford him because they had to choose between one or Ghost.
Yes.
And that is the show with the biggest budget on television.
Yeah. So just imagine. I mean, unless Marvel or Disney's willing to throw. I don't even know if they threw movie money at a TV show.
What it would look like?
I don't even know if it would work. I mean,
you'd have to do like a 13 episode. You'd have to do kind of like a Netflix does with their like a 13 episode kind of mini movie, or like with Stranger Things, which is amazing, 8 episodes long movie basically is what that was. I would like to see. You know what I think would work as like a bounty hunter trilogy or story, like maybe even explore Boba Fett. They've always talked about doing a Boba Fett thing. Maybe I think Boba Fett would make it intriguing. You could do it Firefly style. You could, Slave One could be one of the big sets, and he could fly around and go to planets and do stuff like that.
I would want something new.
I would like something new too.
I don't want. I mean, I think it's cool doing Han Solo and all that stuff, but.
So what? Like a day in the life of a Resistance member.
A day in the life of a Twilight.
How about? Here we go. How about
they should do a Big Brother.
No, I've got it. I have got it.
Reality
How
show.
about an office-style comedy about stormtroopers either on the Death Star or like on Starkiller Base?
Okay, that show I would watch the shit out of.
Yeah, I think. Hey, ABC, Geek Dad Report, we got ideas.
Yeah, we just gave you guys $1 billion.
All we ask is that you cast us in small parts or the leads. That would be cool too.
Yes.
Anyway, I don't know what they're doing for a Marvel show. They just recently canceled Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and passed on Most Wanted. They canceled Agent Carter. And
I was going to say, like my heart just dropped.
What? They're bringing Ghost Rider. No, they canceled Agent Carter and passed on the Most Wanted, the spinoff of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. So
yes.
I'm guessing that they're looking. I mean, Marvel has infinite things that you could turn into a television show, so I'm sure they're looking into it right now. There's lots of things they can do. I don't care what. I'm sure it'll all be cool. That's pretty much it. Well, we got some Suicide Squad news. I guess we could kind of roll that all into one.
Yeah.
I guess a little bit. Suicide Squad, if you have not been paying attention, is getting obliterated by critics right now. And can I just say, as a guy who's seen the movie, they are unjustly destroying this movie. Is it perfect? No. Watch my review, and you'll find all the reasons why it does and doesn't work. But it's still a fun movie. It's like super entertaining. When I left the theater, I was smiling through the whole thing, and I was like, that was a fun movie. I can't wait to see that again. I mean, that was my response. And then all of a sudden I'm like, oh, I think there'll be some people who don't like it, but I think overall people will think it's, it's a fun movie. And I was wrong apparently, because the next day the reviews start coming out and they are just not even tearing. I mean, they're just ripping it to shreds. Like people are calling it the most sexist piece of garbage ever created. And I'm just like, wow, I did not see that movie apparently.
Yeah, I think for some reason DC movies I think are a lot more critically scorned, or not scorned, but like they'll really try and pull a hole wherever they can pull a hole.
Here's my theory on the matter. There's a couple things that work here. I think number one, generally critics don't like superhero movies. Honestly, I don't think they really like to give them good scores. I think Marvel has forced them to give them good scores because they've made really good movies over the years. So I think two things. One, I think I think the new DC movies are being compared to what Marvel's releasing now. So people are comparing Batman v Superman to Civil War, which is not fair. Batman v Superman is the second movie in this expanded universe. Civil War is like the 13th movie in the Marvel universe. So
go watch Iron Man.
Yeah, well, okay, Iron Man is a great movie and holds up really well. But if you're going to compare movies, compare Iron Man 2 to Batman v Superman. And I do not think that Iron Man 2 is a better movie than the ultimate cut of Batman v Superman. The third movie in the Marvel Cinematic Universe was The Incredible Hulk. Suicide Squad is a more enjoyable, better movie than The Incredible Hulk.
That was the Edward Norton one, right?
Yeah, I like Suicide Squad infinitely better than I like The Incredible Hulk. I'll tell you that right now. Okay, Man of Steel I'm a big fan of, but it's not better than Iron Man. Iron Man was such a good movie. It was amazing. But I think people are comparing what DC is doing now to what Marvel is doing now, and I don't really think that's a fair comparison. I mean, they're still building their universe. Now, to be fair, are these movies quite as I don't know, story-driven, told? Well, that's a terrible way to put it. Are these movies, are the stories as told as well as what Marvel's done in some of their movies? No. DC definitely has some room for improvement. There's a reason why Jeff Johns was promoted to president of DC Entertainment, because they finally realized they need one person kind of guiding this. And if you look at the problems of Batman, Superman, and Suicide Squad, a lot of it's been lack of leadership and vision of what they want these movies to be. So I think going forward, the quality of these movies is going to improve, but I still think these are good movies. They're not, are they 90, 85, 90 on Rotten Tomatoes? No, but they're definitely like 65, 70 on Rotten Tomatoes. They're watchable movies. They're fun. And unfortunately, people are just destroying these things unfairly so. And I think Suicide Squad honestly could be the movie that kind of breaks the proverbial back of the critics and fans relationship, because it's already been tensed over the years with so many people who can write their own reviews like us.
Yes.
But I think this is one that's going to be there's going to be a huge disconnect. I have a real strong feeling that fans are going to see this, they're going to love it, and there's going to be a real strong word of mouth, and it's going to get a really good user rating versus a critic rating. So I don't know. I just think
I think it's there's when people define themselves as a critic, because I don't consider myself a critic.
No,
I consider myself I'm just a fan, and if I like something, I'll like it. If I don't like it, I mean, we hated Ridiculous Six and fucking Fantastic Four and all that shit.
We're fanboys who are willing to put ourselves out there in front of everybody. Is really all we are.
Yeah, and I mean, a lot of people put a time and effort into that shit, so I can appreciate. I mean, is it going to be the greatest movie ever? No. But was I entertained? That's all I have one base level. Entertain me.
Yeah. Dude,
I'm not going to sit there and be like, oh my god, did you see the lighting in the first act? And then the second act, the composer.
I put Suicide Squad on the same level as I put Ghostbusters. Fundamentally, they're not great movies, but they're super fun, and I really enjoyed them a lot, and I'm looking forward to buying it on Blu-ray, and then whenever it's on TV, I'm like, oh shit, Suicide Squad's on. I'm going to watch this.
Yeah.
Because it's that type of movie.
And that's all we need. I don't understand why we have to, I mean, yes, there's some hardcore film people that know, all the ins and outs and the grips, and they'll stay through the credits because they want to give all the people that worked on it appreciation, and not that they're just
and there wasn't a clearly defined Act 1 and Act 2 and Act 3. Who gives a shit?
Really,
I don't care.
Yeah, I don't give a shit, honestly.
I don't either. So all I'm going to say about Suicide Squad, if you want my full review, I think for the 9th time I'm going to say it, go check out my review. It's on our YouTube page. Let me know what you think.
Geek Dad Report, real review.
Real reviews of the Suicide Squad. Ryan didn't get a chance to see it, so it's just me, but, it's okay.
Yeah.
Check it out, let us know what you think, but all we're saying is the Geek Dad Report says go see Suicide Squad. Don't listen to the haters.
Yes.
I will say, though, we openly agree with anybody who wants to disagree with critics, that's fine, but can we stop with the petitions? Do not petition to have Rotten Tomatoes taken down off the internet because of their negative.
Save your petition for something that really fucking matters.
Yes, like Donald Trump should not get nuclear codes. Sign that petition.
Yes.
Yes. Anyway, but whatever. Let us know. I think as of right now, people should be watching Suicide Squad. So when this airs, I'm sure a bunch of you have already seen it. Let us know what you think. Let me know if I'm way off base and it's a stupid movie and you hated it. I would love to hear your feedback and interact with everybody. So that's about all we got for that.
Yes.
Moving on. Geek Dad Report Faithful 50 stuff. What we got?
I think we only had one question last I saw.
No, well, that's because you don't know what you're looking at. First of all, we had a bunch from Phil. Did you see that? Phil's back.
Oh, yes, that's right. Well, Phil has been on a child hiatus.
Yeah, Phil had a second. He reached out and said, listen, guys, I don't hate you guys. I had a second baby.
Yes.
Well, unless he pulled the junior, his wife had a second baby, and and he's been dealing with that. To that, Phil, I say no excuses. I have 2 children. Ryan has 2 children, and we make it here every single week. So I don't know what you're whining about.
Yeah. My kid may be 8 and 6, but
All right, let's see here if I can find it. All right, here we go. So Phil, this actually made me laugh. In classic Phil style, only Phil could bring this. Phil sent us a post because he was busy. He was like, I don't want to miss my comments. This was yesterday. I don't want to miss my questions. You don't have the post up. So I'm going to send you a post with my questions. And then it turns into kind of a little bit of a mini rant that also is followed up by people talking about a whole list of things on. It starts into its own conversation about children and Phil needs to quit whining and people who have babies. It was really interesting way.
It took off in a great way.
It happened in only a way that Phil could make it happen. So
yes,
welcome back, Phil. So Phil's questions are: Are we the only people who like Suicide Squad? Well,
no. There are people out there, and they're going to become more vocal. It just
Kevin Smith.
You needed to wait for the general audience.
Giant nerd Kevin Smith loved Suicide Squad.
Mm-hmm.
Saying that. There are a few
Not
people.
because he named his daughter Harley Quinn.
He also wanted to know, his kid wanted to watch the piece of crap Fantastic Four and X-Men Apocalypse movie. He wants to know what was worse. He said he fell asleep during both.
Oh my god. He's 2.5. I would probably say watch Apocalypse.
Yes. Technically, I'm going to say Fantastic Four is a worse movie because it's really bad. But X-Men Apocalypse is more disappointing.
Yes. There's literally no reason you should watch Fantastic Four.
No.
Literally no reason.
Yeah, absolutely none.
0.
X-Men Apocalypse, if you like X-Men, you can still watch it. It's got Fassbender and McAvoy.
You get 5 minutes of Wolverine doing heavy breathing.
That's true.
And
the new young cast of Apocalypse is pretty good.
Yeah.
It's just really bad, poorly directed and written, so. Lastly, he wants to know why he wanted to have 2 kids. He can't even poop alone. I don't know. I had 2 kids. It was a mistake.
Yes.
It's a terrible mistake.
You
And hopefully in a few years when my 2 daughters watch this show later in life, girls, I love you both. It wasn't a mistake. But right now, to Phil, total mistake. You should have done it.
Mm-hmm.
But when the moment comes, you just have to do it.
Yes. Use a condom.
Yeah.
Or get yourself,
It's the way to go, people.
Yes.
Just saying. All right. Thank you, Phil. Welcome back to the Faithful 50. We have missed you.
Welcome back, and now you can go crawl back into your diaper.
Yeah. Let your kids fling poo at you, or whatever they do. Apparently. All right. Let's see what else we got here. Jeff has a question just for Ryan. What?
That was the worst thing. So I'm so glad I don't get pooed on anymore.
Oh, I know. That's the worst thing about
I'm just so glad I don't have to wipe another human being's ass. It's just so great.
Small children, the worst.
Yes.
Jeff had a question just for Ryan. He wants to know, since Ryan and himself both went to high school with Chris Pratt and know him personally. Wow,
yes.
Look at that. Look at you name dropping, Jeff. You're just like, hey, my name's Jeff. I'm a Faithful 50 member from Seattle, and me and Chris Pratt slapped each other's ass and played Pokemon on the weekends.
I thought you were gonna say, Ryan Thomason.
Well, I was kind of answering for Jeff here because he's trying to be the big name dropper guy. But hey, whatever. Because I don't know Chris Pratt.
My name
Jeff, Ryan, if you guys were my friends, you guys would have actually introduced me to Chris Pratt. Thanks a lot, dicks.
Yeah.
Anyway, I digress. If Chris Pratt were to be cast in an iconic role, say Indiana Jones, Han Solo, Batman, would you two be able to suspend the reality enough to forget that it's Chris Pratt in that role, or would casting someone you know kind of ruin that movie experience?
I can't remember how much in the freshman football locker room. Chris was a senior, and Jeff and I were freshmen, and he was a senior. Chris was in my sister's class, so 1997. So I got to see him come to my house for parties and that kind of stuff. But Chris is essentially almost the same person as he was back then, and he was not afraid to show everybody his giant penis and put his balls on people. So anytime I see him, I always get that version of Chris Pratt. in my head. So I can't remember how much Jeff remembers. Chris was a prankster and all that kind of stuff, but I mean, I always get like the weird vision of him when I'm watching him do something. Like, yeah, I still remember some of the really weird shit that he used to do to people. So yeah, I do a little bit, Jeff. It does kind of take me out of it when I see Chris Pratt, and then I kind of remember the crazy ass shit that he used to do in high school. So,
all right, well,
what
first
you gotta
thing,
do with it?
nice job stalling while I turn the light on. My natural lighting here is starting to go away, and my face was getting very dark. Number two, I have another question, a follow-up question to Jeff's question. Brian from Washington would like to know, so every time you see a Chris Pratt movie, do you think about his giant penis?
No, not really.
Do you think about, like, whenever you see an Anna Faris movie, be like,
when
me
I
and Anna
think
Faris
Chris,
have something in common. We've both seen Chris Pratt's penis.
that's something I never thought about.
You
But,
think about all the
honestly,
angles, man.
when I think of Chris Pratt, the thing that I remember him from high school is he was the valedictorian, and he gave a really good valedictorian speech. And every single assembly, he was obviously the star, and they do, a lot of different themes and stuff, and they were like the best assemblies. So that's what I really remember from Chris Pratt, just like how much of a showman he was in front of the whole school and everything.
So I'm thinking about cutting this little question, and I'm going to send it to Chris Pratt and see if he responds to our show. That'd be awesome.
He doesn't usually respond to these kind of things.
That's probably
I know
true.
from personal experience when he was on Everwood before he was really big, and he would not do an interview. So
probably because he's got a lot of people who want to talk about his penis. All right, moving on. Chris from Washington. He wants to know if we were the head of an undercover government agency that was in charge of protecting the world from supervillains, monsters, aliens, or anything of that nature, would we feel comfortable sending another team of supervillains that have little or no superpowers in to fight the bad guys that do have superpowers? I think he's referring to Suicide Squad movie.
Yes.
I'm going to say, sure, why not?
As a current employee of the Department of Defense, I have no comment.
I'm going to say that. That's why I gave Suicide Squad an 8 out of 10 instead of a 10 out of 10. Spoiler alert, go watch my review. Shameless plug number 32. All right, let's see here. And then finally, we got two more. Brian from Washington would like to know, not this Brian from Washington who wanted to know about Ryan's fascination with Chris Pratt's penis. Brian from Washington would like to know, what DC movie do we want to make happen that isn't currently scheduled, and do we want to see a Suicide Squad sequel? I definitely want to see a Suicide Squad sequel, and I think that's going to totally happen.
And I'll give that opinion once I see Suicide Squad, but I'm pretty sure I'll be in the same.
Okay, but what movie would we like to see that's not currently?
Shazam?
Yeah, but that's currently scheduled right now.
Oh, it is.
I would like to see a Booster Gold Blue Beetle movie, but I think that's going to happen too.
Blue Beetle.
I would like to see a Flashpoint movie.
Oh, yes.
Flashpoint Paradox.
I didn't say that because I wasn't quite, because they're doing a Flash movie, right?
Yeah. Yeah, they're doing a Flash movie, and that may happen. But I guess if I were going to pick a hero, I think, like I said, I think Booster Gold and Blue Beetle is already actually in the works. So is Green Lantern. I would like to see a Nightwing. I think that'd be a pretty cool story. I think you could do a pretty badass Nightwing. Or a Red Hood, Jason Todd movie would be kind of cool. Be kind of Punisher style.
Yes.
Yeah.
I agree. I'm not. I'm the DC Comics baby. I'm still.
There's a lot of really good characters that you could do, that you can pull from DC, but to be fair to Warner Brothers, their slate of movies have just about everybody on it that I already would want to see.
Yeah.
So.
And they haven't touched like the Jack Kirby or they're starting to touch into the New Gods and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, you could do some New Gods. There's definitely a pull there that you could do, but DC tends to do great crossover stories, these big, huge stories, versus a lot of individual type stories. But I mean, clearly anything from the Batman universe would be great. Superman, there's not really a lot. I mean, you could do a Superboy movie or Steel. I think Steel would be a cool movie. Just don't cast Shaquille O'Neal.
Or Shaquille O'Neal.
Yeah, that guy either. Or a Young Justice. Anybody who's watched a Young Justice cartoon, I would love to see that. A Martian Manhunter movie would be pretty awesome.
Teen Titans.
Yeah, Teen Titans, Supergirl. Love to see a Supergirl movie. That'd be pretty awesome. Batgirl. Like to see a Batgirl movie. And Eric, and finally Eric from Jersey. He would like to know, let's see, do we think DC should stick to animated movies and leave the big screen movies to Marvel? No.
No.
It's a terrible question, Eric. How dare you?
Yes.
Have you not listened to anything we've said all episode?
Should Marvel stop doing TV shows? I mean, can Marvel only do movies and no more Netflix and everything
I think
else?
Listen, competition's good. Maybe some of DC's movies haven't been as well received as some of Marvel's movies, but that doesn't mean they're not good or there's not a fan base who enjoys them. Batman v Superman made almost $1 billion. You don't make $1 billion if nobody liked it.
Yeah, they're going to keep making money. They're going to keep doing them.
Nobody liked Fantastic Four and it made $20 million. So, hey.
And then they made 4 of them. So.
Yeah, so. Well, everybody, thank you for your questions. As usual, Ryan or myself will put up a post on Thursday. We thank you guys very much for always responding and giving us some awesome things to think about. So, if we do not have a post up yet and you have a question that you're just dying for us to answer, like Phil, you can always throw it up on our Facebook page, and we will talk about it. Or feel free to talk to us anytime. We love having conversations with you guys on Facebook. That tends to be our biggest form of our best way to communicate with everybody right now.
Nobody gives a shit about our Twitter.
Yeah, nobody gives a shit about our Twitter. We refuse to Snapchat because we're not 12, and Instagram, well, whatever. I don't want to talk about a picture. So
yes,
right now Facebook seems to be generating the most conversations between everybody, and it's like I said. We get when people post things, we actually get some pretty fun, interesting conversations going with a lot of different people. So feel free to always throw something out there.
Don't be scared.
We're not dicks. We told you, we're not critics. We're fanboys who get in front of a camera. So if you post a stupid question,
call us out for anything, just call us out.
Yeah, we will smiley face it, LOL it, and then we'll talk shit. It'll be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. But like I said, thank you everybody. All right, moving on. So. We're about out of time. What do you want to do? Do you want me to give a quick rundown of what I saw this weekend, and then we can give recommendations, or what do you want to do?
Well, we can do the contest.
Oh, yeah.
Or you want to do the contest?
We should do the contest. Let's see.
I don't know if people want the contest, honestly.
All right. Yeah. You know what? Here's what we're gonna do. I got a couple movie reviews. I'm gonna do 3. I'm gonna try this. I've never done this before because I talk too much. I'm gonna do 3 rapid fire reviews in my weekly recommendations.
I'm gonna time you.
You're gonna time me. So we'll do that at the end. But before then, or should we do our recommendations and then our giveaway? What do you think?
Okay, you get 1 minute for a show or for a movie.
Okay, so hang on. Are we gonna do our recommendations and then the giveaway? Is that what we'll do?
Yeah, we'll do the recommendation, then we'll do review, and then we'll do giveaway for last.
Okay. So, since Ryan does not have a recommendation this time because I hijacked his time, I have 3 reviews, and when I hit my minute, Ryan is going to say time. All right?
My recommendation is essentially the contest. So.
Yeah, so, all right. Are you ready? Tell me when to go.
Yeah,
hang on.
Anytime you want to start. I got a timer.
All right, hang on. You tell me when to go. I'm going to go. Let me get a drink here.
All right. And I'll get it on to 0. All right, go.
All right, so my first recommendation this week, I got a chance to see Jason Bourne, the new Bourne, the fourth Matt Damon movie in the franchise. And guess what? It's really good. I liked it a lot. It's a Jason Bourne movie. It hits all the right Jason Bourne notes. If you like to see Jason Bourne hit somebody with a frying pan or a pot kettle, this is the Bourne for you. If you want to see Jason Bourne take a car, run it through downtown Vegas, jump it off a roof onto a moving transport, then this is the Jason Bourne movie for you. If you just want to see
5 lines.
If you just want to see Matt Damon really ripped in his 40s beat the hell out of a lot of people, then this is the Jason Bourne movie for you. Does it bring anything new to the table? Of course not. It's a Jason Bourne movie. It's like saying, does Bond bring anything new to the table? Nope. He pretty much shows up. The ladies he loves all die. Nobody likes him. He has to find out a secret about his past, and then he kills whoever's running the CIA. So, I recommend going seeing Jason Bourne. I give it a solid 7.5 out of 10.
Time.
Boom. Next movie I saw was, on my birthday, I watched Batman the Killing Joke, the new animated movie from DC Animation. What can I say about this? Good movie. Not a great movie. It is not as good as some of the DC animated movies in the past. You may have heard there's a lot of controversial stuff involving Batgirl. I do not think it's all warranted. It all depends on how you feel about the original comic book. The Killing Joke is an interesting movie because it basically has a half hour of extra footage that they shot that has nothing to do with the comic book. And even though I like that content by itself, even though there's a little bit of a controversial Batman Batgirl scene in there, I still enjoyed. Yeah, I still enjoyed it for its own. It felt like a continuation of the Batman animated series, and I enjoyed it. It didn't really tie in at all into the Killing Joke, so it felt a little tacked on. It feels like almost two separate movies, honestly. But if you like Batman Killing Joke, I'm gonna run a little bit long. Give me an extra 15 seconds. 15 seconds. If you really like the Killing Joke comic book, you will like the adaptation. It's a very faithful adaptation. I will say this: the story shows its age being a movie. I do think this was it's better on the written format instead of the movie format. But that being said, you're a big fan, you like animated, watch it, give it a watch. I thought it was okay. I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10. And finally, my recommendation this week is that you go watch Suicide Squad. Movie's goddamn fun and amazing, and you're going to have a great time. Who gives a shit what the end?
Brian reviewed it.
I reviewed it. My recommendation is you go watch my review. It's really good, and I tell you all the reasons you should watch it. But honestly, truthfully, if you take nothing else from this, don't listen to what the critics are saying. This is a fun movie. If you just want to go and spend 2 hours, check your brain out, watch a really cool, fun movie, then go watch this movie.
Good job. I
All
think
right.
that was the fastest you've ever done.
All right. So on that note, Ryan is very exciting. He's worked very hard for you guys, the people.
I have.
So I'm going to, Ryan, hang on. I'm introducing this, and then I'm going to give you the stage. I'm going to do something I've never done. I'm going to shut up.
Wow.
And let Ryan speak. So without further ado, the first Geek Dad Report giveaway starts now. Ryan, have at thee.
So, Warner Brothers and CBS sent me an email asking if we wanted to do a reveal of Supergirl season 1, and I said, "Fuck yes, of course we will." Of course, I did it in a much more professional manner because, that's how you do business. So this is the complete first season. It comes out on August 9th, which is next Tuesday. You can get you can get it on digital. You can get it. God, I have no lighting, so I can't read anything. But yeah, basically, if you like Supergirl, it's got tons of extra stuff. There is a 2015 Comic-Con panel on the extras.
Does it have the DVD versions or just Blu-ray?
Just Blu-ray, from what I understand.
So Blu-ray and digital?
Blu-ray and digital HD. So.
And Ryan, why is the digital part important?
Well, the digital part is important because as greedy as we would like to be, we have called upon the Faithful 50, and they have answered that they would like a fair shot at being able to partake in our prize.
No, in layman's terms, Ryan, they told us that we were sons of bitches and don't deserve the Supergirl digital codes, and they said that we have to give them to them, which we're going to do.
And our compromise is we're going to give you half. So we will take the Blu-ray part, and we will send you the ultraviolet digital HD code. And we will be doing our giveaway on Facebook. And I'll have it up on Facebook tonight. I'll get it set up right after the show. And basically, we're going to be asking too much. We just want you to share it, and that will get you one entry. And for as many friends as you tag in the share, because we'll be honest, we want as many people to find out about this thing as possible.
I would also like you to share the post. So Ryan's going to put up the post. All the instructions will be in the post. But we'd like you to share the post on your Facebook page and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Now, if you have already subscribed to our YouTube channel, that's fine. Don't worry about it. No big deal. But we would like it if you did. Now, the YouTube subscription is going to be on the honor system. I do see who subscribed, so I would like it if you guys did. It definitely helps promote the show. But we would like you to subscribe to YouTube, share on Facebook, and then like what Ryan said, as many friends as you tag in your Facebook post when you share it, that is how many entries you will get into the Supergirl giveaway.
because Supergirl was all about her friends in
And
the
sharing.
first season. And did you end up finishing it? I can't remember if you finished it or not.
I will when you send me the Blu-rays.
Yes. So I have really enjoyed the first season of Supergirl. It was a lot of fun.
I'm halfway
It's
through.
been a great show. I understand why you haven't finished.
We changed cable providers. I had them all saved
Yes.
on the DVR, and then I lost them all. So I've been waiting for CBS to air them, which they didn't because they're dicks. And CW is getting it. I think they're going to air them. I think this month, and Netflix is supposed to get them soon too. So, and we have Blu-ray. So I will finish the series before the second season starts.
So yes, the first season was a lot of fun, and so yeah, we'll give you guys the digital copy, and we'll do our winner on next Thursday, August 11th. But if you can't wait, you can get your Blu-ray copy on the 9th of August, and I suggest Amazon. Usually probably your best go-to if you got Amazon Prime. Pre-order it, you'll get that shit.
Boom, booyah, right to your door immediately. But you know
So-
what? Why spend money when you can get it for free from Brian
know.
Ryan and the Geek Dad Report and our wonderful, gracious friends at Warner Brothers Entertainment?
Yeah, so thank you, Warner Brothers. It does say I am obligated to say, what is this thing I have to say?
Okay, while he's saying that, I'd like to show Warner Brothers. I am a giant fan. Look at this. Look at these pop. I lost my microphone. Hang on. It's back. Found it. Look at these beautiful pop figures. Look at this guy. Look at this. Look. Tattoo. I've inked myself with something that Warner Brothers owns.
Here's my legally obligated thing that I have to say. Warner Brothers Home Entertainment has provided me with a free copy of the Blu-ray I reviewed in this blog post. Oh, this is just for my blog post.
All right.
So,
Well, we'll put that all in the blog post.
This is for the giveaways, and all everything opinions are my own. So yes, thank you. 4 pages of legal documents
Yes.
that you sent along with this.
Like I said, thank you, our good friends at Warner Brothers Entertainment.
Yes, and we have any communication with them for some other. I'll take a wild guess. Supergirl
Suicide Squad.
Network.
Meet and greet.
She's moving to, and other shows.
Set visit for Justice League.
Yes.
I get to meet Gal Gadot and be in Wonder Woman. They replaced Chris Pine with me. Please tell me that's what you're working on.
I was going for you're gonna be Aqualad, but
Hey, I'll do that. I will be Aqualad. I will be the best damn Aqualad this planet has ever seen. All right. Well, on that note, thank you everybody for joining
it'll be on our
us.
Facebook page by the time you guys are watching this.
We will put this all up, like Ryan said, on our Facebook page, and we will announce the winner next week on the show. So watch.
So share, tag as many of your friends, and if your friends want to do the same thing, and just keep the ball rolling.
Keep the ball rolling, and trust me, if you're one of the faithful 50 members and you share this with everybody else and somebody else wins it, it only benefits you guys. Trust us on this one.
Yes.
We have lots of things planned for the faithful 50.
Yes.
Fun stuff. Anyway, but on that note, Ryan, before we leave, would you like to tell everybody where you can find us? You already told us about our Twitter, but where else can people find us?
Well, you can find us on Facebook at Geek Dad Report, WatchPlayRead.com, and PodHellMedia.com, and you can also find us on iTunes and
our YouTube channel, Geek Dad Report.
And our YouTube channel.
Which you should subscribe and tell everybody else to subscribe to.
Yes, I have met so many people who are like, oh, I had fun watching your show. Like, well, did you subscribe to it?
Oh, I forgot. I can just get it on Facebook. While we do appreciate everyone tuning into Facebook, please subscribe.
Yes.
It makes our lives so much better. It makes us feel better as people.
Yes. So,
anyway,
thank you for listening to this episode, and good luck in the contest, everybody.
Yep.
Whoever enters. So.
Yes. And if we don't get enough entries, me and Ryan just keeping the shit for ourselves, just so you know.
I know one person who's going to
I know. Yeah. We're talking to you, Jeff.
Yes. And his name starts with a J and ends with an F.
All right, tell you what, Jeff, if you get the most people to subscribe to Facebook, there may be a meet and greet with Supergirl herself in the cards.
And it might be Brian in a wig.
I cannot either confirm or deny that I actually have that ability to make that happen, but you can think about how awesome it would be if I did.
Yes.
That's all I'm saying. Anyway, on that note, everybody, thank you for joining us, and we'll see you guys next week.
Thanks, everyone. Have a good week. Stay nerdy. Oh, God, we don't have outro music.
God damn it, Martha! No time for Superman! There's no time for any of this crap! We have crime to fight. We'll see you guys next week and gals on the Geek Dad Report episode 66. Until then, stay dark and Gotham-y. Friends.
Pretty awesome.
Bat butt.
Bat butt. Hashtag bat butt.
Later.